I wanted to share a little message with you this morning about when your will is greater than your won't, you can make things happen. So there's been a bit of a storm here in Geraldton and there was lots of rain, and when I got up this morning I thought I'm not going to be able to go for a walk because it's all raining and wet. And yesterday I discovered that I needed to have a new headlight for my car because I'm driving back to Perth today. And so I went to the Repco shop, and my headlight was still working, but it was a lot dimmer than the one on the driver's side. And when we opened the bonnet, you had to get behind the battery, and there was this cover on the battery and everything, and it was impossible to get to. So they basically just gave me a card for a mechanic and said go see them tomorrow morning. And I didn't buy a globe because they told me that the mechanic would have a globe, and I'd kind of semi-forgotten that my brother-in-law was a mechanic and he would be able to have a look at it for me. And so one thing or another, after what was going to be a 5-minute job turned out to be an hour job last night, I realized that we needed a globe. And I was really down on myself and talking really negatively to myself and about myself because I was stupid and I should have just bought at any rates and all the rest of it. But I don't know anything about cars, and I rely on the people that do know to guide me towards an answer. And how does that relate to this morning? Well, this morning I had to basically be at Repco at 8 o'clock when they opened, so I could go around to my brother-in-law's before he had to head off this morning so that he could actually put the light globe in. And I thought to myself when I got up, I'm not going to be able to go for a walk because the sun doesn't come up till 7, and I don't like walking in the dark because it's not safe. And it's been raining and the weather's horrible, and so I just won't go for a walk. And this is part of my commitment to myself for my health and wellness, is to make sure that I exercise every day. And for me, it's really important to do it first thing in the morning because then my day doesn't get in the way. And so it just all culminated to make me feel really low and be really having a lot of negative self-talk that is not helpful in my long-term goals. And then after the light globe went in, which was a really easy 10-minute job this morning, I was driving back to my grandma's and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go down and have a look at the ocean because I love the ocean when it's been all windy and rainy, and the ocean's got a lot of waves and it looks so different to any other time of the year. I'm just going to go have a look. And that led me down here. And then I thought, you know what, I could just go for a 5-minute walk, because sometimes we place so many rules on ourselves that we're not actually able to achieve our goal. Because yes, would a 40-minute walk have been better? Of course it would have. But a 5-minute walk or a 10-minute walk or a 2-minute walk is better than no work at all. And so I just got out of the car and I started walking, and that was probably about 20 minutes ago, and the sun has come out and it's still windy, but I'm so glad that I made the effort. And sometimes it's just a matter of whether you will or you won't. It's not about willpower and it's not about any of those things. It's just about making a commitment to yourself that when something's important, you're going to do everything that you can to achieve that. And sometimes it might not work out exactly as you had planned, and it might not be exactly what you wanted, but I can only tell you how awesome I feel just even when I just turned into the car park and made the decision to come and look at the water. And I was going to, go back to my mum's later and see if she wanted to have a walk, but I really want to be on the road by about 11 so that I can travel totally in the daylight. I'm just going to turn around because the wind's coming that way. And here I am just enjoying this awesome walk and doing what I set out to do, which was to exercise every morning. And would it have been okay if I wasn't able to go for a walk this morning? Of course it would have. We are the only ones that say whether something's good or bad, or it's okay or not. And so give yourself permission to be kind to yourself, to just make small steps towards your goal, to stay focused on what your goal is, and don't let your own negative self-talk get in the way. So whether you will or you won't, or you can or you can't, whatever you think about that, whatever stories you tell yourself about that, whatever you believe about that will always be true. So I hope you have a totally awesome Tuesday, and be kind to yourself always. Be kind to this amazing earth that we live on, and everyone that you meet today and every day.